Welcome everyone to the 4th episode of Time to Cook. My name is Kevin Hardy, the CEO of Meals on Wheels and your host today. Today we are going to visit another restaurant that has supported us through Cornucopia, our fundraiser. Marcello, Chef Marcello from Marcello's Restaurant in Suffern. Marcello started his training at age 13 in Tuscany, and he's going to cook a marvelous dish. Please enjoy, and we'll see you on the rebound.
Hello, I'm Marcello Russo Di Vito, owner and chef at the Marcello Restaurant in Suffern, New York, since 1986. So this year will be 34 years in the county of Rockland County, serving the community. So anyway, today we're making a spring recipe, starting with artichoke. Okay, so the recipe basically is risotto with artichoke, sausage, peas, little concassé tomato, and a little pinch of saffron. Okay, so and peas. Okay, so basically it's a spring recipe. So to clean the artichoke, you just have to remove all the green leaves. Okay, so basically all the green has to be removed because that's the hardest part. Okay, you're taking a knife and you cut it right here. Take also, and we cut basically the artichoke like that. Then we cut them in half, and then we slice it julienne like this. Here I have some water with lemon, and we're gonna put them inside here, and this way the artichoke will not get dark. Okay, so now I just drained the artichoke and I put them into a bowl like this. Now we're gonna start the risotto. So we make two appetizers, okay? So we make it basically, we can use half a cup of arborio rice or carnaroli rice, 2.5 to 3 cups of vegetable broth or chicken stock, anything you prefer, and a little bit of white wine. So let's start first, the first part, how to make a risotto, simple risotto, okay? So we're going to take a little bit of butter, and a little bit of olive oil. Then some onions, and we let the olive oil, the butter, and the onions sweating a little bit. And now I take in the rice, and you start to toasting the rice, okay, for like a minute. Make sure that the rice doesn't get burned, doesn't burn. Okay, a minute passes by. We're going to add an ounce and a half of white wine, and we let evaporating all the wine. So basically the technique of a risotto is to incorporating the stock slowly for about 15 to 16 minutes, okay? Without doing this, it's not a risotto, it's a boiled rice. Risotto is a technique. So as you can see, the wine, it gets evaporating and it gets incorporated. Yeah, look how beautiful. Okay, so now that the wine has evaporated, we start to adding 1 scoop at a time the broth. See, as you can see, now we have to do the same thing. Let all this liquid get absorbed, okay? Like I said, from the beginning to the end of the risotto takes anywhere between 16 and 18 minutes. You need to start with a hot broth. The broth has to be boiling, okay? You cannot use cold broth. Also, the broth needs to be very tasty. That way you don't need to add, extra salt, okay, in. Okay, so now, risotto can be pretty boring if you don't like it, because it requires 18 minutes constantly stirring. We're making a little bit more exciting because we're making another ingredients that goes inside the risotto on the side. So on the side, we're taking a little extra virgin olive oil. We take some julienne of onions. And we let them sweating. See, when they start to sweating like this, we're going to add the artichoke. And we mix it together. Okay, so now that the onions and the artichokes are cooking, see here you have a sausage link. I'm taking the skin off and I have only the meat. So I'm going to put the meat inside. And I'm trying to cook the meat together with the artichokes and the onions. You want to break the meat so that way it cooks nicely together, okay? This takes usually a minute. Everything is start to cooking nicely together. I'm going to add some peas. It's up to you how much, okay? You can use fresh peas or frozen peas. Here I have some chopped tomatoes. I'm going to do that too. In the meantime, I'm adding a little bit more liquid into the rice. Okay, and let it absorb it. Okay, look how beautiful the color. Very nice. Okay, so basically the risotto start to get incorporating and we are arriving into the 60-minute. Basically, I tested the risotto. It's nice al dente. So now, let's see how we can make a 3 risotto now. Basically, by incorporating here some butter, some cream, and some Parmigiano, you got risotto with Parmigiano. And that's one risotto. If we incorporating a little bit saffron in it, like this, and then a little bit of butter, a little bit of Parmigiano, you're incorporating everything together, like this, you have risotto milanese, saffron risotto. Okay? And now, if we're incorporating all these and a little bit of a heavy cream, you got risotto with sausage artichoke. Saffron risotto with saffron risotto with sausage and artichoke. And look how beautiful that this dish is done. Look how beautiful. Okay, we're going to incorporate it into a plate. We're going to take a little bit of Parmesan cheese all around. And this is a beautiful dish for the springtime, as the protein, as the vegetable as the starch, and it's a great dish. Goes with one of my wine called Pintiglia Terre Sacre. Okay, so after we finish this beautiful video recipe, I'm ready to enjoy this risotto with saffron, sausage, artichoke, peas, little bit of chopped tomatoes. A very beautiful dish for the spring. It's a completely dish. You don't need to have entree for this. It's a completely dish with a great wine from Terre Sacre. At Marcello's right now during this crisis, we're only doing takeout, and we're doing from Tuesday to Saturday. You can place your order at 2:30, and then you can pick it up anytime from 4 o'clock all the way to 7 o'clock at night time. As you know, we can also offer wine now, a special discounted, or specialty drinks. So if you feel like having a great bottle of wine or some specialty drinks to take home, we do a curbside pick up, so you don't have to come inside. You leave your credit card, and it's completely non-contact and a big distance between us. And hopefully soon we can reopen in the restaurant, and we have a project to make the tables very far away from each other and give the protection that the public needs. Thank you very much, and buon appetito.
Welcome back, everyone, and I'm sure you had a great time watching Chef Marcello make his famous risotto. He's doing takeout, so please support his restaurant, and you have an opportunity to support Meals on Wheels through a unique challenge. The Dean Foundation has offered up to $10,000 for any monies that are collected during this series of episodes on the restaurants. Please see below for how to do it, and hope you had a great day.